is Devonnie. They fell in love with Robin.
We both swapped genders and are planning to have a baby together.
My mother is
So what is who and who is what now?
about to arrive. This should be exciting.
So with you actually carrying, literally, biologically carrying a child, the body is telling me.
So she was born, I'm assuming I'm cooked. The gender math, I be getting cooked off the gender math. So I'm assuming that he was the woman. He was the woman? Crazy sentence. He was the woman, and now he's the man, and she was the man. Now she was the man, now she is the woman type shit.
That, my body is female, but, here and here, I'm male. Oh my gosh.
I knew I was trans when I was probably around like 13. For a while, I didn't really feel comfortable as being trans because it already felt like there was just a lot of hate towards like gay and bi, and so I'm just like, they got a problem with them. What are they about to say about me? I don't feel like I'm a guy or a woman. I feel like I can be whatever the hell I want to be. Robert and I have been together for approximately 8 months. We met each other first on the dating app.
I think I knew at like a very young age, but I grew up in a very small hillbilly.
So he grew up a boy, I'm assuming. I don't know.
Podunk town, so I repressed it for a long time. I went to this summer camp that they had for LGBTQ children. So then once I heard this like trans speaker talking about their transition and how they felt, I was like, you know what, this is kind of how I feel. I'm 25 now, so I've been out for, it'll be almost 10 years that I've been out living my truth. When I first came out, my friends, all of them except for one, cut me off. In school, everybody cut me off. Everyone pretended I didn't exist. So I kind of lost a lot when I came out.
Wow.
Totally opposite experiences.
I mean, my thing is, I'm very selective with the people that I allow into my life anyways. It was a little difficult for them to kind of adjust to the like pronoun change. That was really it. The people who have something to say about my miraculous relationship.
Why did you guys even transition in the first place? Like, that's the man. I'm 5'4" and Bonnie is 6'2", so there's quite a bit of a height difference. A lot of people will be like, what's that little boy gonna do with all that woman? You don't know how to handle her. I'm like, little do you know. I literally don't care. You are not part of my everyday life. At the end of the day, this is who I sleep next to, not you. This is who I wake up next to and spend my days with, not you. So your opinion means very, very little to me.
We eat good, we sleep good, we look good, so
we're good. Most everything falls on like trans women, especially trans women of color. It'll do anything to tear them down.
Whether it's
trans woman, so that means she was a man and now she's transitioning into a woman. I'm still kind of confused. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Including pedophilia, attaching that to trans women or masculinizing them. Pretty much the same problems that black women go through.
Look at her nose, bro. She is like, that nose is so round, bro. That's an elite, like, that's the pinnacle of the Negro nose, bro. I'm saying, like, somebody back out a protractor or ruler. I'm like, oh yeah, she was her ancestors was like really like niggas, like, you feel me? My nose is round and shit like that, but it was mixed. I got some white. I got a little white in my DNA. She's nigga, bro. You see this nose and these lips? Yo. Bruh, that's crazy.
Through black trans.
Obviously, for people that's going to take it out of context, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's a beautiful thing. I'm just acknowledging, like, yo, she's all the way there. Like, for me.
Women deal with it as well, but we have to worry about getting murdered for nothing. But existing.
We decided to start trying to have a kid, I would say, like...
It was around the time that Robin actually ended up finding out that he was pregnant.
I was pregnant for about a good month and a half, and then I went to the doctor, found out that I had a miscarriage. I was crying, I was in a lot of pain, I was bleeding a lot. I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome.
It just makes it more
Difficult to carry a baby to term, yeah. One of the first things we talked about was that we both wanted to have kids. We didn't want to have to adopt. We didn't want to have to pay for surrogates, and we wanted kids that were like ours. They were literally our DNA.
Our DNA. I respect it.
And I think that's one of the things that interested us in each other, is that we both kind of wanted the same things. We've already both stopped taking our hormones.
Yeah, we've already been in the process of that, which is why I'm starting to be all deteriorating and stuff. I was actually fairly far in my transition, and I felt like I started feeling like myself and feeling really comfortable, so having to stop wasn't really the greatest. Making those sacrifices was like being an addict going through withdrawal. If you want to have children being trans, it's definitely something that can take
Has
away your
anybody
ability to-
successfully pulled it off though? Because I remember, I don't know if y'all seen it, but in the last video, I was seeing somebody else was trans and they was trying to have kids, but then the kid had a miscarriage. So I'm like, okay, I guess you can get pregnant. Has anybody as a trans woman, meaning a man, somebody that was born male or XY chromosomes that transitioned to a woman, can you successfully carry it to term, like, and actually birth that baby? Like, is that something that has ever happened? Like, I would like to hear examples of that. I don't, because, you know, I'm very ignorant and I have very limited experience and knowledge on this situation. So I'm just...
to have children, and they do let you know that, but I think, you know, they should definitely make it very, very like, honey, you better not want kids, because
You might
after
not.
2 years, you probably ain't gonna have them. So, you know, because it's like the longer you're on them, the lower your count becomes, you know.
You could regret it.
We are currently preparing food because my mother is about to arrive, and she will be bringing my brother, who will be meeting Robin for the first time.
Okay.
This should be exciting.
This is interesting. Look at them jeans, bruh. Look at them jeans. Look at them strong noses, bruh.
didn't know what it was at first. I was actually very confused. I was
Damn. Nah, nigga. Nah.
transgender, like Transformers. That's so cool.
It was shocking.
Hey, little mama, I could transform you. No, I can't dance, but I could dance on you.
I'm thinking, oh my gosh, are you gonna like cut your parts off and all this other stuff? So it was kind of tough. Some people haven't accepted it and they respond to things like that in a very violent way. So I was concerned because I've known people who have gotten hurt. I've known someone who's gotten killed.
So, how did you feel about the decision?
I kind of saw it happening already because I remember saying to you, I'm like, what about makeup? Would you ever wear makeup? You're like, no. What, me? Makeup? Yeah, right. And then, you know, next thing you know, you've got like this full face and you're just like fabulous. So when you finally did tell me, it was just, honestly, it was like a relief. It was almost like I had a daughter, and it was actually kind of fun.
So what was the most
Okay, got it.
difficult aspect about changing my gender and pronouns?
First of all, you know, knowing that I gave birth to a he was just really hard to wrap my mind around. So for 18 years, you were he.
Type shit.
And then all of a sudden I have to, you know, change the pronouns. So that was really hard. And you did not give us an inch. I'd be like, he. You'd be like, excuse me? He? Who's he? Who? Definitely not me. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. I
Give
have,
niggas
this
some
whole
grace.
different perspective,
Goddamn.
a whole different appreciation, actually, for the LGBTQ community, because actually having a child that,
See, me personally,
for the LGBTQ community, because
I'm not comfortable doing this in front of my family. I just don't like, you know what I mean? Like a little, so, but, you know.
actually having a child that it just opened my eyes up to how much you have to deal with. So now when I see somebody who is transgender, like in a store, now it's just like, oh, bravo.
How do you feel about being an uncle?
Actually, I'm not very fond of children in general. Sure, it won't be my problem. I can always just like
Hand it back.
Yeah.
I think our kids will face more backlash than most kids because they're interracial and have two trans parents.
Do interracial kids be getting heat? I don't know the interracial experience. My dad is interracial. My dad is half black, half white. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if there's like an innate, like, I don't know. I feel like personally, I've heard people talk about it. I feel like it's easier. Like, you can mix with the niggas, you can mix with the white people, but some people feel like I'm not black enough for the blacks, I'm not white enough for the whites. So I think it just depends on it depends on you, because some niggas be playing both easily. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas be playing both easily. I ain't never really received no flack for being like light-skinned or anything like that. I don't know. I don't think I think it's more about who you are and how you move with it. Cause some niggas is moving effortlessly with it. Like some niggas might be like, yo, I actually benefited from being interracial. You feel me? Cause I could really mix with both. And some niggas is like, yeah, you know, I was never. So what somebody is taking as an advantage and a blessing, other people is making it as an excuse, or that's something that they gotta deal with. You know, so you don't even have to immediately put that on your child. You know, oh, I feel like, you know, they're gonna struggle because of this. Nah, bro, don't even claim that.
Yeah, but you already know that our
Kids are gonna not take any of that.
Of course. And so with you actually doing what has been seen as a very feminine thing and carrying, literally biologically carrying a child, do you feel like that would cause like this like dysphoria, like this disconnect from, oh my gosh, you know, the body is telling me that, you know, my body is female, but, you know, here I'm male, I'm carrying this child.
I've wanted kids for a long time, so I feel like I've had a lot of time to mentally kind of prepare for it. I feel like once I start like getting a big belly and stuff, I might be like a little insecure.
Yeah.
But
I just want you to be able to have and create the life that you want. And regardless of what people have to say, just like live, you know, in your world and just make it look like whatever you want. Just be happy.
My world is pastel pink with diamond glitter.
Great. I'll join you sometimes. I love pink. It's already hard to find a partner already. So when you have like all of these things, you know, mounted up against you, and so when you find someone, it's really special. They absolutely adore each other, so I think it's cute. I hope it lasts forever. I hope they get married.
I would say
The brother don't give a fuck. The brother would be me, bruh. Hey, bruh, at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck. You a Transformer, bruh. You a Green Goblin. It's all love at the end of the day. You feel me? As long as ain't nobody trying to fuck me, we all good. We all good. Ain't nobody trying to stick nothing near me. We good. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? Leave my parts alone. You leave my parts alone, bruh, it's nothing but love. We family. We good. We here with it. We right here in the tuck with it. You know what I mean? If it ain't that, it ain't shit.
Absolutely adore each other, so I think it's cute. I hope it lasts forever. I hope they get married.
I would say advice to people who are finding love in their trans: don't give up hope. There's somebody for everybody out there.
That's not
We
true.
all have that special someone that'll make us feel like the sun rises and sets just for us. And even if you feel hopeless, just be patient. Your time will come.
What's the last 10 seconds for? Just this? Okay.